Hi everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles channel and the tarot mini forecast for the water signs for this week, and that is Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. And I'm using the new mythic tarot cards this week. So let's see what comes through. I'm going to start with Pisces first. Okay, here we go. Alright, Pisces. Okay. Alright, never know what we're going to get, but here we go. Pisces. Alright. The Lover's card. Okay, so this can mean more than one thing. Sometimes the Lover's card comes out and, you know, people immediately think that they're going to find their soulmate or something like that's going to happen. Now, there are two parts to this message. So the first part is if you have met somebody lately that's special to you and you feel a spark, this could be worth pursuing. The second message for this is that there is a decision to make, okay, in your life, and there's something about being true to yourself here, but more whether your conscience is going to be able to handle things that are going on. Okay, I don't know why this needs to come up, but it does. So it's like if you make the wrong decision, then you're going to feel regretful about this decision within yourself, and part of you still is going to do that because there are things that are tempting you to do that. Maybe it's money, maybe it's another person, maybe it's a friendship, maybe it's a woman or a guy. You know, something is tempting you, in other words, sort of dangling the apple there, and you're thinking, well, if I do that, then at least I've got that. But the act in itself is not something that you're going to be pleased with. So you must have faith that there is something that is much, much better for you coming around the corner. It's almost like if you decide to do this thing that you were going to do, that you would just feel really trapped in doing that. But if you just wait a little bit longer, there's something better coming along for you. Okay. Now, for some people, it's possible that moving in this direction that you may have already made plans towards is going to still help you, and you know you're going to grow from it. And in some ways, it does step you back a little bit in your spiritual growth. Okay, but it may be giving you other lessons. Okay, so there's never any real bad decisions. But whether you'll feel good within yourself is the message here, and everyone needs to feel good within themselves if they're on the right path in life, if they're doing the thing that is bringing them towards growth. So you have a choice here, and don't think that you don't have this choice. Okay, just say to yourself, the right thing for me is about to occur. If you've been thinking about a love relationship, or you've been thinking about finding, you know, or you think you might have found the right person, this is saying that your feelings are accurate. And, you know, it's time to stop being up and down about things and just make a move forward for your own growth, you know, for yourself, for your own happiness as well. But if this is about making a decision where you're unsure about it, and, you know, maybe it's moving, maybe it's another job, maybe someone's putting you in some kind of predicament that you don't want to be in, the feeling here is, although it might have its benefits, you won't be happy with yourself, and in that case, when you're not happy with yourself, you tend to go backwards a little bit on the way. You know, while you're trying to move forward, you're actually bringing yourself backwards a little bit. Okay, so just be careful. Just know that there's something else around the corner if this is not the right thing for you, and have faith. You know, have real strong faith that the right things will be made available, and then go for that. Okay, so that's the message for Pisces, and I know it was a lot there, isn't it? Okay, Pisces, Cancer, all right? Make sure I got these up the right way, which I don't. Cancer. All right, there we go. So there's a lot of emotion here we've got the Two of Cups. So this is for Cancer as well. So this is a beautiful reconciliation type of a card. Two people coming together, two people gaining, strength with each other, and feeling happiness with each other. And also a situation of perhaps people from past lives coming back to each other, all of those kinds of feelings of, oh my gosh, here's another synchronicity, here's something else that's happening, here's something else that's, like freaking you out a little bit, because it's in tune with everything, and it's been in tune with the things that you've been seeing as well. Now this is saying to you that I'm just getting a feeling that of interference with this. Okay, sometimes when I get interference, I feel that it's with other people and their opinions, but I'm getting that there's interference on an emotional level. In other words, maybe you or the person that this is talking about is not completely trusting themselves, or trusting the situations, or has been betrayed in the past, and therefore finds it difficult to relax in a situation. So this is going to be a week where you will need to talk, you will need to be open and honest about your feelings, and not allow all these fears to break things up, and stop things for you, because sometimes fears have a way of sabotaging happiness, and maybe it's a pattern that you might have gotten into, or this person might have gotten into. But for the most part, make sure that you're talking and communicating about everything, and don't leave anything out. And if one person is a little bit unsure, give them that opportunity or that space to talk about it. If this is not a relationship situation, or you're not in a relationship, then I would say that there is going to be a connection on a friendship level that is really, really different, and stands out to you, and perhaps is going to be able to help you to communicate and help you to express yourself as well. So a very positive card for the Cancer sign there. And now for Scorpio. Okay. All right, let's see what's going to come up here. Just make sure these cards are all jumbled up, so I do apologize. Okay, Scorpio. Just want to make sure I've got them up the right way. Scorpio. Okay. All right, Scorpio. There is the Five of Pentacles, or the Five of Coins. Let's just have a look here. Okay, it is a full moon there on that card. Okay, so this is indicating, and I'm glad that we're seeing it now, because remember how I've said in other readings that when something comes up and it's not the best sort of looking card, it's good to be able to see it now, because it means we're getting things out in the open. This is a card where part of you feels worn down. Part of you feels a little bit worn out, maybe energetically speaking, or just mentally worn out. And this is saying that in some cases it talks about finances. So there may be things where you've got a lot of bills to pay, or you've had to come up with some money that was perhaps unexpected, and you've been trying to help so many people, and then you're sort of having to give out. So part of you feels a little bit, I guess the word for this is defeated in what you've been trying to achieve. I'm also feeling here that it's not really going to stay that way for long. That even though it's a little bit difficult financially, or there's some things that are on your mind financially, you're not that concerned about it, which is good. But you are feeling a little bit like you're waiting. What's the word? You're waiting and waiting and waiting for something to happen in your life, for something to shift in, and that it needs to be the right thing that shifts in, or else you're not going to be really interested in it. this is telling you here that there's something about this next full moon, and I've given the message like this to another card as well, but something about the next full moon where, you know, you'll start to understand a little bit more. You've been going through a lot of healing, you've going through a lot of changes, a lot of memories have been coming up, there's been a lot of sort of shifting around of things within yourself. And it's difficult when we do that because you know, we're in all these little compartments and we start moving them around, and suddenly this feeling comes up and that feeling comes up, and oh, you know, a person that we haven't heard from in ages comes to mind, or we suddenly feel like we need to travel somewhere or do something. And this has been you know, you've just been opening up these little compartments of yourself, but being let down a little bit by what you've found. I guess that's the word there. Okay, don't allow that anymore. Be, you know, always going with the flow and always going with what you feel is right. Open your heart, all those things, but don't let people sort of cloud or I'm trying to get the right word out here and it's difficult. It's like sometimes people put sugarcoat things. That's the word. They sugarcoat things so it sounds okay. Or it sounds like it's not as bad as what it might really be. You know, they just try to do that so that they sort of please you in some way, or that you're not finding everything out. And you really need to be careful about that. That you're making sure that you're finding everything out, that you're understanding everything about a situation or people. And if you get that feeling of you're not telling me everything, if you're getting that feeling, you need to explore it a little bit more. Okay. You are entitled to an amazing life, and you know, you're happy within yourself, so don't let people get you off of that track or make you feel like you're not understanding yourself anymore, because you're really good at understanding yourself. You know, just be careful of those compartments all being messed up and all of these things that are coming to the surface. You know, be careful with those things, that you're not in some ways repeating some things as well. But for the most part, because we're seeing this now, this would indicate that this sort of passing away from you, and you're moving into a time where it's more abundant and it's easier, and you have that understanding. But at the moment you're a little bit up and down, and that's okay. Just don't doubt yourself and your own inner feelings on things. And be careful of people that are sugarcoating you, not telling you everything, or making something sound better than what it really is as well. Okay, that's the message for you there, for Scorpio. Okay, so I hope that you all could understand those messages this week. I know it's a little bit, sometimes they're a little bit longer, or something just comes through me and that's it, I have to say it. So I hope that you enjoyed, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys connecting with me on my website and also Facebook as well. And maybe you'll be interested in the mentoring course for 6 weeks or 4 weeks, or the intensive healing course, which actually goes for 6 weeks, and it's just amazing. But I'd really like to work with you guys, you know, sometime if you need it. In the meantime, have an awesome week, and until next time, it's goodbye for now. Bye.